You say your name is Raikaider? You're hired
Rarity
as
box.
president.
This card and
Banlist inside. Release
Man, it's
on.
open.
Well, it's already been released.
Excuse me, is this the Kaba Corp office?
Kaba
that's
Corp.
Kaiba Corp, and yes, it is. Are you here about the job
Mr.
opening?
Dumbass.
Yeah, but I think
New
you must have
friend.
emailed the wrong guy.
And why is that?
The website says you make the game Yu-Gi-Oh, and I don't know the first thing about it.
So you've never played the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card
You'll be perfect. You'll fit right in.
and you've never read the manga or watched the anime.
I mean, I saw a couple commercials when I was a kid, but
So you have no experience whatsoever with modern Yu-Gi-Oh.
I didn't even know it was still a thing until I got your email. Anyways, sorry to waste your time. I'll just...
No, you're
The interview
hired.
hasn't even started yet. How did you learn about this job opportunity?
I got an email requesting that I interview for an open position at your company, and it said that no experience was necessary.
I see how that can be a bit unclear. That email was meant to be read as "no experience is necessary."
Okay.
Are you familiar with what we do
Oh,
here at
oh.
Kaiba Corp?
I know
Not
you
having
make
any
Yu-Gi-Oh,
experience is
but I'm not
necessary.
really sure what that means or what it entails.
Good. So, I'm going to propose a series of
explains far
situations
too
you might
much.
find yourself in while working in our company, and I'd like for you to just explain to me how you would deal with each of them.
I'll do my best.
Let's say you're in charge of marketing for our next annual 10 product release.
What is a 10 exactly?
Every year,
You're off to a
we
good start.
manufacture a product that reprints recent fan favorite cards.
Well, if you give them everything they want in this product, won't they just buy less of it?
Most of the cards that people really want are made more difficult to pull. However, many of the cards in the set are things they already own.
So, garbage.
Well, in Yu-Gi-Oh, no cards are better than any others. All
Bollocks.
cards are created equal.
Okay.
You're
Sure,
presented
keep
with
telling
these
yourself
two
that.
characters. Which one do you feature on the front of the product?
I don't know who these guys are. Look, can't we just use Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever the main character's name is?
Oh, very good.
Use Yugi
Okay,
again.
that's
I never would have thought of that.
This card was very popular in the Japanese format overseas. Here at Kaiba Corp, we like to analyze card performance to optimize products.
It's a blue eyes white
Do you
dragon,
see the
isn't
problem
it?
with this card?
Don't all the good cards have some kind of shiny foiling on them?
Yes, very good, very good. We've found that by bumping up the rarity of OCG cards, we can incentivize players to increase players' enjoyment and satisfaction when they pull said cards.
And we can just drop the rarity of cards that aren't as powerful.
Are you sure you don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I
So,
don't know,
many
some
of our
pretty
newest
broken
Yu-Gi-Oh
cards
have
have
so
actually
much
been
text
low
on
in
them
rarity.
that it actually
Although at the
starts to
time, you
build
know,
up the frame.
they
How
didn't
would
know the
you
times would be
fix this
broken.
issue?
Cyber's Clock
Maybe
Dragon.
we can change the wording of the card to make it.
We are not allowed to change the wording on cards without approval.
Then
To
I
know,
would
Rada?
make the text on the card smaller to fit more effects.
Oh, impressive. A solution that can scale with the problem.
Right? The text can always
Soon
be
we're-
smaller.
At some
Assume
yeah,
that you're in
right.
charge
Soon
of
every Yu-Gi-Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh
pack is
card
going to come out with a
R&D.
microscope.
Is that a good idea?
Don't worry, this is just hypothetical. What sort of new cards would you design to increase sales?
I know that Pokemon likes to print Charizard. What if we just printed more of Yu-Gi-Oh! Charizard?
We've printed Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician so many times that we're actually running out of rarities for it. And we want to drive interest towards competitive
What if we
play.
just invent more copies?
Simply
More
make
rarities.
new rarities. for
Yeah,
Pokemon
exactly.
And add more text to the cards to make them stronger.
Oh, good, good. How familiar are you with our forbidden and limited list?
You have a
What's that?
exactly.
Well, in order to sell more product, in order to keep the game healthy,
Yeah.
we find it necessary to
We all know what it's
limit
really
the use
for.
of, if not ban, the use of certain cards in competitive play.
I mean, that makes sense. When do you update the list?
Oh, every few months or so.
How do players know when to expect it?
I believe
don't.
I'm the one who's supposed to be asking the questions here. Our latest product included a
that card.
strategy that has proven to be polarizing in competitive play.
Is that a problem?
Players are calling it a tier 0 format, where only one strategy is viable.
You released the tournament deck so powerful that it just wins tournaments for free?
Yes,
And the
Yeah,
only
free.
way
Let's
to
go with
beat
that.
it is to use it also?
that seems to be the case. So should it be hit on the Forbidden and Limited list?
I mean, sure. Once it's time to sell the next product.
Yes, I knew you'd find the optimal solution.
You're good at
It's
this.
a tough one.
Well, I am happy to say I think you have a very bright future here at Kaiba Corporation.
Cool. Does that mean that I got the job? Even though I still don't know anything about the card game.
You got the job because you don't know anything about the card
This
game.
explains far too
Congratulations.
much.
Thanks. So when do I start?
When we release the next ban list.
When was that again?
It's already released. I think this came out before the ban list was released. It would have been hilarious if it was the same day, though. But I think it was like a few days before, so I guess the guy got hired. Good for him. It do feel like that some days. Sometimes Konami hits the right card, but it feels like it's an accident when they do. It's like, oh shit, they hit the problem. What the? They're not supposed to do that. The bonus is a joke, which one can all point and laugh at. Then again, every time it comes around, it's a special occasion, you know. New ban list is... I hate this game and everything it stands for. New ban list is out. Let me look! I want to see! It's like a loot crate in a sense. And then it does nothing. Sometimes. Oh, wait. Unfortunately, I know too much about this game, so they can't hire me. Dang it! No, I'm just kind of... We all knew where this was going, and we're kind of glad it ended the way it did. So, funny stuff.